Hi, my name is Rubeena Singh and I'm the CEO of iProspect. Yes, there are three key trends: voice, vernacular, and video. If you look at voice, everybody's talking about it. Voice is really big. India is one of the fastest growing markets, and there's a lot of opportunity that voice brings along. But what is it that brands are doing? I think we're still in early stages where voice has to come in the forefront of digital marketing. Having said that, there are already brands which are doing some interesting work, right from building relationships with customers to even giving them interactive experiences. And here I came across because I'm growing old and I'm looking at taking care of my skin, and I was looking at a routine. And I came across Estee Lauder doing some interesting stuff, giving skin routines for different skin types on voice. I found that very useful and interesting as a marketer as well. And on the other hand, I know Domino's, what they're also doing is they are helping people complete the entire ordering journey on voice. So that's another approach of using voice. To my mind, whoever is thinking of using voice, I think there are a couple of things to keep in mind. The biggest one is to see how to use local insights, because in my experience and the data that I've been seeing, I think voice is being used a lot to find local services and outlets. So for example, it's a restaurant or it's a grocery store near you. People are using voice to discover these places and then following it up with perhaps phone calls. They're not really looking for products or comparing prices on voice, but they're then following it up with phone calls to kind of complete the sales. This is also happening in the services, whether it's medical services, whether it's childcare services. And there was some data I was reading which I was quite impressed by, that voice, the queries that come in from voice search convert at least 15x better than other queries. So it is definitely a huge opportunity coming forward, and there are lots of applications that can be built. Vernacular, we all know there are more than 500 million people on Indian languages, while there are only 200 roughly on English. So there is a huge opportunity. How do you market to them differently from the English-speaking audience? I don't think there's much of a difference, other than keeping in mind that there has to be a cultural and a local nuance when you're marketing in vernacular languages or in Hindi. When it comes to video, yes, video has finally come to age now. Well, initially where people thought that it was only for brand awareness purposes, today video can be used for full funnel advertising. And it has truly changed the way marketers are marketing and customers are, consuming it. So from a sales point of view, how you reach to a customer digitally, to how you close the sale for them, or even after sales, giving them an after sales service, to creating delight, all can be done through video. And in our own campaigns at iProspect, we have seen where we have used video landing pages, or we've used video even in email marketing. The response has been far, far better. So it is a big trend and will continue to be a trend in the coming years. In my view, I think this is just a transient approach that brands use, because they may want to try out a new agency as against potentially the one that is working for them, and in a risk-averse manner, and see whether the new agency is able to succeed on the business goals or the marketing objectives that the brand has laid out for them before making the shift completely to them, or sticking on to their existing agency. I do not see this as a trend. I just see it as a transient solution in my view. And I'll tell you why I look at it, because I think all of digital marketing is moving towards integration. And this is because we are in a digital and integrated world, and brands face a lot of competition, and they have to integrate. The reason they have to integrate it because customers want it like that. Customers have many touch points today, and they want an integrated, consistent experience from a brand. So there is no choice. The brand will have to build integration, and integration allows a brand to be able to understand the touch points, customer behavior, and also what is the lifetime value of the customer, really. And working with one agency in an integrated fashion, to my mind, allows you to do that rather than working with multiple agencies working in silos. So I think it's really going to move towards integration. So I think my priorities are in two areas. One is the product that we're bringing to our clients, and second is to how we are, upgrading skills of our teams. So on the first area, which is the product that we're building for our clients, I think our focus has been a lot more on technology. So in 2019, in fact, iProspect launched Solution Labs. So our first product was to bring reporting automation and alerts. We created a dashboard, an automated real-time dashboard. We called it iAnalyze. Later, we brought in a version 2 of it, which we called iProspect Voice Assistant. It's a voice solution that we brought to our clients. And not only that, even for our campaign execution, we used proprietary programs and tools to be able to micro-segment customers which were most profitable for our clients, and then build consistent and personalized experiences at scale for them through our tools, which are iCapture and iCreative. So that's the work that we have done on the product side, and we will continue to harness technology to be able to provide marketing solutions to our clients. On the other side, which is the big priority for us, is our people. So while technology is bringing in a lot of efficiency and driving higher ROI in the work that we do for our clients, at the same point in time, we need our teams to be able to do more complex work, which needs more judgment and estimate. Right? So we are working and focusing on upskilling our teams to be able to do such jobs. And we launched a program at iProspect again last year, which is called iLead, which helps our teams, hone their skills when it comes to business strategy, data strategy, and presenting it to clients. We are an agency which keeps driving business objectives, at the core of what we do. So the first one I'm going to say is focus on getting world-class performance for your campaigns. And I know it's getting increasingly difficult because platforms themselves are becoming complex. And the second thing is that there is a lot of interdependencies of channels between each other. But I would say that, yes, the first focus has to be getting the best performance that you can out of your campaign. The second one is going to be experience optimization. Again, I talked about it a little bit earlier as well. I think creating personalized experiences at scale can help build credibility, reliability, and relevance with your potential customers. And that can not just, it has a potential of converting your interactions to actual transactions. And the third one is on platform capabilities. Before you get into the quarter, I would advise all clients to get their platform capabilities in place, because that can help you measure and also grow your business objectives. I think the first one is going to be user-generated content. And you see the growth of Instagram, it's a lot of user-generated content. And I think this has been not used enough by brands. So brands need to think that how they can engage with their existing users to create content for them, which can engage their potential users. And this is a scalable way of doing it without investing too much cost. So I think user-generated content, definitely. The second one is what you asked me earlier as well. Video, definitely. Video today is a very engaging medium, and it has to be in the heart of your content strategy. And you know it by personal experience as well, whether people are looking for products or they're comparing products or they're even making up their mind which product to buy. They're constantly searching videos and trying to get reviews and understand what is good for them, what is not good for them, from discovering to kind of considering to the purchase funnel. And not just video, the trend that I see coming, and I was reading a report, I think it's estimated that by about 2022, which is not too far, 2 years from now, there's going to be about 3.5 billion people using AR. and there's going to be at least 15 billion revenue in AR ads. So I would encourage brands to start looking at that format and see how they can play around with it and get their learnings easy and early in this stage. And the third one, which is the hardest, is these messaging apps. They're very popular. You have 3 billion people on them. While they present a huge opportunity, I also understand there are challenges, but it's something that you can't ignore. So it has to be part of your content strategy, and you have to think that how you will create content and market it on these messaging apps. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate Social Samosa. They do a great job of putting together a very interesting shortlist that comes to the jury members. What I'm really looking forward in the entries is their innovative approach and out-of-box thinking. Also a successful track record of execution. And to be honest, how they're presenting their case and how they are highlighting these two things which they may have done in their careers and their journeys in the entry form itself. And the reason I personally invest time into this is because I think it's a great learning experience for me also from a peer-to-peer set. So yeah, that's really what I'm looking for.